In my video on Masks, I explained how the episode started Robin's character arc, but didn't complete it. Robin believed that he couldn't always trust his friends with everything. What he needed to learn was that he could trust his friends. His obsession with stopping Slade is what led to this mistake. Slade mirrored Robin because he didn't trust anyone. He was a magnified version of him. So logically, Robin's season should end with him learning to put his full trust in his friends. This development should be externalized and reward him with victory, but that's not what happens. Obsession and trust, these are the two main ideas in Robin's arc. Apprentice is a great two-part story, it just doesn't pay off what had been set up in Masks. In part 1, Robin's obsession is explicitly brought up and treated as a flaw. The Titans wanted him to sit out on the Slade mission because he goes crazy when dealing with him. They even bring up his Red X mistake to show continuity. Like they predicted, Robin goes ballistic during the mission. He goes overkill on the droids and interrogates an innocent worker. Beast Boy points out that he's acting like Slade. Everything so far is great, the problems arise after this. Cinderblock singles out Robin during a chase, and he tells his team to chase down the detonator without him, which is the right call. He trusts his allies. Robin finds a GPS leading him to Slade after defeating Cinder. Soloing Slade wasn't a bad choice because his team was busy. During this fight, the team gets shot with Slade's nanoscopic probes. The episode ends with Robin being forced to become Slade's apprentice. The problem is that the consequences in this episode don't stem from Robin's flaw of obsession or trust. Robin doesn't make mistakes that put him in this situation like he did in Masks, which means that Robin has no flaw to overcome, which means that he has no character arc. Trust was irrelevant the whole episode, and Robin's obsession became irrelevant by the second half. Apprentice Part 2 continues these problems. Robin is forced to fight his friends and he can't talk to them because Slade will use the NPs to torture them if he does. The Titans figure this out and forgive Robin's actions. When Slade tortures them for the last time, Robin injects himself with the MPs too. Since Slade values Robin as an apprentice, he's forced to shut them off, allowing the team to beat him. They remove the NPs at the end, and the foil is ended by highlighting that Robin and Slade are alike, but what separates them is Slade's lack of friends. A better juxtaposition would have been the same one from Masks, which is the lack of trust. Robin should have grown, and his last lesson should have been that Slade doesn't trust anyone, rather than he doesn't have any friends. This would have paid off the low point that Masks left Robin on. So how can I improve this two-parter? The first step is to deal with the conclusion of the character arc. Here's my solution. Robin learns to trust his friends, and his trust is what's able to limit his obsession down to a healthy degree. That takes care of his obsession and trust. Now, the flaw needs to have consequences. I can do this by rewriting certain plot points to be rooted in the flaw. Instead of Cinder isolating Robin, it should have been a choice to pursue Slade. All Titans are chasing the Chronoton detonator, but then Cinder shows up with the Slade symbol and runs away. He's not doing anything to stop them, yet because of Robin's obsession with Slade, he abandons his team to fight him. This would make it so that his team being used as leverage was his fault, because if he was there, he would have gotten shot too. For Apprentice Part 2, it can focus on the trust side of his arc. There should be an option for Robin to solve the NP problem by trusting his friends, but he shouldn't take it due to his flaw. Before the climax, he should arc out of his flaw, and then take that trust-based solution, leading him to a victory. A possible option is Robin trusting Cyborg's plan, which is to shoot Robin with the probes too. But Robin making this discovery is stronger because he's the hero, and he knows Slade best since they're similar. Here's my solution. In general, Robin doesn't trust that his friends can handle Slade, so he tries to do it alone. When they show up to help Robin in the third act, he tells them to leave for their own safety, but they ask him to trust them, so he does. They came up with a plan that would nullify the probes using Cyborg's tech and the NP machine, but they need time to make it work. Robin decides to infect himself to force Slade to stop, but Slade came prepared and used the tool to disinfect Robin and destroys the machine so that he can't do it again. He begins to torture the Titans again, but Cyborg finishes his disinfection cannon and cures all of them, allowing the 5 to defeat Slade. I kept it mostly similar to the original story. The only difference is that Robin's gamble doesn't win the battle. It stalls so that Robin's trust in his friends can win the battle. It also makes Slade look more prepared when he counters Robin's gamble. Cyborg finds a way to cure the Titans in the epilogue anyway, so why not put that in the climax and use it as a reward for Robin's trust? The lesson at the end of the episode would be that Robin's obsession can be kept in check by his trust in his friends, and that trust and friendship is what separated Robin from Slade.